Being an entrepreneur, for me,
If I knew how hard it was gonna be.
I have the best story of all.
Hard moment, you had a crisis.
I didn't prepare for that one.
I'm not a very emotional guy. I'm sorry.
One of the best moments was...
One thing I wish I knew before starting my company is...
Okay, this is an interesting answer.
I wish Aleph.
I prepared a song.
Aleph.
I know that's going to make it in there, isn't it?
What does it mean to you to be an entrepreneur?
Ooh, hey, sleepless nights. It's living in a reality that hasn't happened yet and working from the end backwards.
is seeing the world in a way that you can always notice the things that are broken.
The thrill of creativity, being animated by and infused by the urge to create.
It required a lot of resilience, dealing with uncertainty.
You choose something that you are really passionate about and you do whatever it takes in order to solve it for the world.
Having the attitude of, screw it, let's do it.
Everybody talking about unicorns and wanting to build a unicorn. Here's this guy talking about his company as a camel, because when you build a company, it's not a fantasy creature. It actually needs to be able to go the long haul.
When you see a problem, you actually think about how to solve it.
It's a weird combo between a lot of curiosity and trying really hard not to take no for an answer.
You have no life, but you chose that. It's being 100% optimistic with everything that you do.
I just love solving problems, and I see so many problems.
For me, entrepreneurship means endless suffering.
Okay, again.
You gotta stay hungry, and this is a big part of the game, to just keep chasing your dreams and keep doing things that really matter and make an impact.
Can you share a memory of a really difficult moment or crisis?
Everything that entrepreneurs say about entrepreneurship and how hard it is absolutely true.
Waiting for the FDA to adjudicate on our technology. Ultimately, what should have taken 6 months took 18 months. Those, I would say, extra months were very, very difficult.
I'm gonna start a company and now I need an idea. And the realization that you're going to pick something that will be with you for 10 years probably may be the hardest part of the journey.
Suddenly, all our platform crashed. It's not like a big corporate, oh, there's a problem. We're gonna call Ghostbusters. There's no Ghostbusters. You are Ghostbusters.
Will we get licensed or not was something that kept me up nights and required tremendous focus efforts for months at a time, and ended up having a happy ending, but could have not.
We believed that the open banking regulation was around the corner, like 2 months away. 5 years later, and the regulation was not yet done.
If a client pushes a call, if a project gets cancelled, it can kill me.
It was such a hard uphill battle.
I used to travel a lot early in the company's days, and I have so many videos of my kids saying, hey, Dad, we do this. Hey, Dad, we do this. That's not time that's coming back anytime soon.
You need to manage disappointments. There's no work-life balance. You will need to manage expectations. Who's most disappointed? Maybe I should go there.
The moment we realized the impact of COVID on our company.
The COVID journey.
In the beginning of COVID, when our income basically went down from millions to zero in 2 weeks,
And I just couldn't stand on my feet. I had to sit on the ground.
It definitely was the hardest moment.
It was a lot of unknowns. We lost customers.
we realized that we have to let go of about half our employees. Feels really, really like shit, and you have no control over it.
No one will give you a secret of what you should do.
My first call was to Michael, and Michael's response was, isn't there an opportunity?
You don't need to wait and cry or wait and be passive. This is the more dangerous part. You need to take always actions.
Can you share with us a really exciting moment that happened on this journey?
I need to choose one.
In September 2016, we sold our first policy, and we got up at the crack of dawn and all gathered, and as soon as the product went live, we were busy. We were writing support tickets and monitoring sales. At the end of the day, after this craziness and thrill, really exhilarating launch of the product, I remember sitting with Shai and a couple of other of our team at the local bar and just relaxing. And that was just a moment of pure exhilaration.
Winning a customer, winning an employee, winning a partner is really, really rewarding, and we just love the feeling and we want more of it.
When we took the company public in London, I was very proud of us and our team.
As a young company, we did an acquisition. Even at my age, I'm learning every single day.
we were working with a consultant. And the most exciting moment was when she picked up the phone and said, "Hey Nimrod, why won't I just leave consulting and come work with you?" And that was one of the biggest compliments that I could have ever gotten as a founder.
I think that the first moment we realized that we created value that people appreciate.
To hear the member talking about Honeybook and really explain and to be with them, like this is the moment that we understand that it's actually real. We're not doing product, we're doing something that actually changed people's life. So this is the moment that I can cry even now.
The first renewal milestone, that was seriously the best thing ever.
If you weren't an entrepreneur, what would you be?
I think a talk show host. Hello and welcome to the local singing squad. Give them your voice. Come on, come sing.
You know, in a parallel reality, there is a physiotherapist, Yuval, that takes care of people in a different way than I do nowadays.
Hi guys, welcome to the Ami Daniel Talk Show. Today we're going to talk about the things that people are afraid to talk about.
Wow, a lot.
Anarchist.
No.
We're going to talk about things they can talk about.
I used to be a professional soccer player, and today I'm 38, so this is exactly the age where I would have probably moved to Qatar or Saudi to play with Ronaldo and Messi.
ככה הפכתי לבלונדיני בערך.
Aleph.
Teacher?
I would want to lay back and stare at the ceiling.
Thank you. Oh, I could do this all day.
I would 100% have the most amazing deli, and I would make you terrific sandwiches.
Well, I wasn't an entrepreneur and I was a lawyer, so I guess that's the best answer I can give.
For sure, I was in agriculture.
DIY, made from scratch, mind reader, sandwich maker.
I'm growing vegetables, I'm growing chickens. I'm a fan of that.
Did you have a good day or a bad day?
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. I'm the son of a garage CEO and a kindergarten teacher.
Spicy's okay?
I never learned how to code and I didn't graduate high school. So I was not, destined to be an entrepreneur.
I would probably be a doctor now, but they didn't accept me, so.
Meat, fine. You're fine with meat?
I have a passion for the public service, which is where I came from and probably where I'm going to go back to.
I'm gonna bring you the most amazing sandwich.
If I wasn't an entrepreneur, I would definitely be a musician. I'm gonna do a different one. I'm gonna talk about the table tennis thing.
Yes,
All right.
table tennis.
All right, I knew you wanted it. I knew you wanted it. All right. I would definitely be a professional table tennis player.
What is one thing that you wish you knew before you became an entrepreneur?
I'm glad that I didn't know anything before I became an entrepreneur.
It's like giving birth. It's the things that you don't know that make you do it.
If we knew some of the risks we were taking, we would never do what we've done.
I will not go strong and go hard if I'm not sure 100% that the product market fit is there.
I wish I knew when to put the pedal to the metal and when to back off.
So I would tell myself to really trust my instincts and continuously invest in my team.
When you have a company and young children or babies, even though she's not on the payroll, the grandmother is probably the most important employee in the company.
We tend to focus very much on the it. I have this cool mousetrap, this great algorithm, this neat app. But I think you really want to spend at least as much time, and probably more, wondering why do you want to go on this journey?
You have to be super confident of what you're doing, but at the same time, you have to remember that you're probably wrong.
How it's okay to say that I don't know. How it's okay to ask for help from people that you trust.
We had plans and we thought, great, those plans are going to work out.
How much this is about bringing your whole self every single day, attracting talent, attracting resources.
Those plans are going to work out at a probability. That doesn't mean that the planning process was not indispensable.
Sometimes you just can't. And to know that on those days, do some inbox fighting, anything. Just know you can't always do it.
If you knew when you started how hard this journey was, would you do it?
Wow.
I would definitely do it again.
I will do it with no doubt.
I would still do it.
I would still do it.
Definitely would do it.
Definitely I'd go back and do it again.
Well, I will do it again. So, yes.
Categorically, yes. Absolutely. 10 times over. It's just been the thrill of a lifetime.
With me?
Yeah.
Okay, sign here and here.
It's already signed.
Does that mean that everybody should go off and become an entrepreneur and assume that they will have the same thrilling experience? No.
You build something that hasn't happened yet. With technology that nobody thinks that could work.
What if it would have fallen flat on its face? What would I lost all my investors' money and had to fire all my employees? And I have been there.
Being an entrepreneur requires not knowing what's going to happen, because if you knew, you would never do it.
I'm not sure anyone would hire me, really.
Well, not never, but you know what I mean.
Are there difficult parts? Yes, just a bit sometimes.
If I knew this, how hard this is going to be, I would still do it because there is nothing else I would want to do in my life, probably.
The fact that something is hard, the fact that something has a lot of friction, the fact that there are many challenges along the way, just makes the outcome even sweeter.
There's the emotional cost. There is the relationship cost. Like, if you want to really focus on your venture, it's going to mean that you're going to have to deprioritize other things.
It's just about creating something from scratch. It's like taking a blank canvas and building something.
Looking at my 3 boys and what they're experiencing, right, from my venture, they get to believe that you can do whatever you want and everything is possible.
This is something that it's in my bones, my blood. I don't see myself doing something else but being an entrepreneur.
All things considered, I have no choice.
We done now?
Yeah.
Good.
You enter this journey knowing how you're going to begin it without the first clue how it's going to end.